Okay, so we have a new episode of Legends and Leaders, and today it's great to have Vicki here. Vicki, you've built up an amazing gaming company that's done millions and millions of downloads. So many people have loved the games that you've built, and you did this from scratch and have now built it into a really impressive leading gaming company in the world. And you guys have, I think, around 300 million monthly tournaments, lots of engagement that is happening. And you've taken some classic games and adopted them for mobile in their own unique ways, like 8 Ball Strike, Bingo Tour, but also come up with your own IP too in the process of that, which is really a nice balance there. And I'm just excited to have you here and to get into your journey.
Oh, then thank you for the nice introduction. Thank you for having me here.
Awesome. So just kind of going back to the beginning, like what made you interested in gaming and wanting to build a company in the gaming space? How did that passion of yours start?
Oh, actually, I began my career as a translator. This
Mm,
experience helped me become a great listener. Then I transitioned into the internet industry as an administrative assistant, then moved into business development. So in my previous company, I got the chance to work for the gaming sector. So that later on, I took on leadership roles in various departments, including customer service, product and project development, marketing, and overall game publishing, which helped me to know users very well.
mhm.
Yeah, so at the very beginning, I was not a gamer at all, but I gradually, after joining the industry and got to know more about the players, the users, I become a gamer myself, and I love this industry.
So you got exposed to game publishing, then you started gaming yourself. What games were you starting to play initially, and was there like did you already start having ideas of like, oh, I could build something different, something better, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. So I actually at the very beginning I started my job in the gaming industry as a marketer on MMORPG and RPG and hardcore card gamers games. Yeah, so I worked with customer service team, with product team a lot to market our games and to get a lot more users to know our games. At the very beginning, actually, because I was not a gamer, I didn't understand very well why a lot of people love those complicated games. But gradually, I got to know the fun of gameplay. But I'm not a hardcore gamer myself, so that's why I'm like I found this untapped opportunity to build casual games for a broader audience.
Mm. So initially, it wasn't easy for you to get investor backing. How did you kind of bootstrap this and get your first major game out and get traction for it?
Oh, you mean the fundraising?
Yeah, like it wasn't easy, I think, for you to fundraise initially. How did you kind of get going?
Right. Actually, it's not an easy process at all. It took me a few months to get angel funding. I met quite a lot of investors. Finally, two investors with entrepreneurial experience in the gaming industry decided to back me. I'd say past experience, credits, and records in the industry, and also investors' relevant backgrounds are quite important. So for our A and B rounds, I'd say solid North Star metrics such as user retention, user engagement, user acquisition efficiency, those capabilities, those metrics are very critical to verify our products and our model. So in addition to that, team is another aspect investors would consider a lot. So the game industry has a lower percentage of female entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
making it harder to find role models. We overcame barriers by leveraging quite, unique strengths, deep understanding of female users and market trends. Actually, about 45% of our employees at Avia are women. We also serve female users. 70% of our user base are female. So
Really?
which we are, yeah, really proud of. That's also double the game industry average. So we are ahead of the curve in creating a diverse and inclusive workplace.
Vicky, was this part of your thinking initially? Like we should target women because maybe other gaming companies aren't focusing on them as much, and like that's a big niche in and of itself. Was this what you were pitching investors?
Exactly. Yeah. So we found this untapped opportunity. So yeah, actually, I was inspired by my previous CEO, the founder of Sohu.com, Charles Zhang, who is a pioneer of the internet industry in China. So after successfully turning around two business at corporate, I pivoted from corporate role to launch my own company, combining my business acumen with a love for gaming. So I saw this incredible opportunity in the untapped social competition gaming market and had a unique business model in mind. So as I mentioned, while I love gaming, I'm not a typical hardcore gamer. I know many gamers around the world share this perspective. So I know there's huge opportunity to redefine mobile gaming by making skill-based gaming more accessible for the everyday player. So for our games, skill-based gaming is everybody can play anywhere, anytime. It's very easy to log in, to log out. Every tournament only take 2 to 3 minutes, and it's competitive. So I love the sense of competition and winning. And in addition to that, the real money prize makes the experience more rewarding. So a lot of women users love this because it's no barrier. It's very easy to access. It's help kind of like a valuable entertainment to kill time too. So that's like one of the key points attract investors.
Hmm. So people like this short time frame, but really skill oriented with a money outcome, basically.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Hmm. Interesting. How did you land on this like 2 to 3 minute time frame? Was there like some study or something that you saw or testing that you did? You're like, this is kind of the best window of engagement for games.
Right. Actually, it took us more than 2 years to recreate the casual games into skill-based gaming. We did a lot of research, like user research, and also we iterate our games a lot. We actually start from scratch a few times to do a lot of testing and experiments to get the best our users the best experience. Right.
So, what was your first game that became a hit for you, and why do you think it was?
Oh, our first game? Oh, it is Pocket 7 Games. We
Mm,
launched our first game, Pocket 7 Games, in late 2019, early 2020. So it's really innovative and disruptive. So different from our competitors and other skill-based gaming companies, we built Pocket 7 games in a all-in-one application. All
huh,
the other skill-based games are individual applications. That means every time a user have to download the individual applications individually, differently. And for us, we build multiple games in one application. So our users only need to download one application, but they can uh, cross playing among different games. For
mm,
example, they can play solitaire games for 3 tournaments. When they get bored, when they want to try different games, they don't need to download another game. They just use the same application to play bingo, to play other puzzle games.
mm.
Yeah, it's very innovative and
Why
the
is that
cost
better?
efficiency.
Is that because it's an ecosystem, and like if someone doesn't like one game, they can go to another, and you can kind of keep them within that ecosystem?
Right. Our user retention is a lot higher than our competitors. And based on our data and also our user research, our players like this all-in-one application. They can transit from among different games and experience and play different games. It is diverse.
Interesting.
Mhm.
So I mean, you brought on different investors over time. Like, how were some of these investors that were in the gaming space helpful to you? Because you've had this whole journey going from bootstrap to where you are today. Have some of those people been really important to your journey?
Yeah, yeah. So take our A round investors, for example. So our investors, Makers Fund, they are one of the top investors in the gaming industry. So after onboarding with them, they really help us a lot, bring us a lot of resources. For example, financial organizations help us do user acquisition on the marketing side. They also introduce us, connect us with platforms such as Google Play and the Samsung Store as well.
Mm.
In the meantime, they are very helpful, very strategically involved in our strategy building. They have very sharp uh, view and have a lot of information shared with us for our reference to build our strategy and the direction.
That's great that you've got the right people helping you out. For example, with your bingo game, Bingo Tour, how did you make it designed for online with its own experience?
Right. So first, we try to be innovative and bring our users different user experience. First of all, our user interface and our graphic design is quite different from other games. It's more user friendly and refreshing. Secondly, we have already created a lot of events uh, to diversify our user experience. Uh, Always make sure that our users have like new content to enjoy, to be engaged. That also help us to increase our user retention. So for the some of those users who wants to who enjoy the free to play tournaments, but who also wants to try the cash games, we also offer them some lower entry level entry fee games, provide them some like a bonus cash to have their new experience, enjoying the tournaments with real money prize.
So, I mean, you always are looking for new areas to expand into a new white space. How do you kind of find these areas? Like, what's maybe some of like what you're thinking is when you're thinking of making a new game?
Right. I'd say developing the sensitivity to users' needs is very critical. Sometimes there is not a third-party report telling you how big the market is, but your own evaluation can tell you. Take Avia, our company, for example. I myself is a typical player as a skill-based gaming. Um, as I mentioned, it's easy log in and log out. It's different from other mobile games. Skill gaming is competitive. I enjoy the sense of gaming. So I gave our teams a lot of feedback. Um, what the typical casual game players, the female users would love. For example, based on the core tournament, the core gameplay, we add on meta feature, which enjoyed by a lot of female users. We also add on card collection feature, also enjoyed by a lot of users. In the meantime, we have keep learning, uh, put a lot of resources on user research and user study, as we know that a lot of users enjoy puzzle games. So we have been trying to recreate puzzle games to be skill-based games. Take block, for example. So it is pretty new in this market, skill-based gaming category. And we also built the pool game. It's also enjoyed by a lot of male users.
Do you see yourself, Vicky, expanding outside of skill-based games at some point, or will that just kind of be the main niche that you're in?
Sorry.
Do you see yourself going outside of skill-based games or focusing only on skill-based games?
So currently, we have been focusing on skill-based games because we do believe that there is huge potential, huge opportunity in this category. It can be expanded into a few aspects. First of all, we can build more kinds of skill-based games besides the most popular solitaire game, bingo game. We can build more puzzle games. We can build sports games and other casual games into skill-based games, make the category more diverse. Secondly, we can expand our market from the US market to European markets. So we have published our games in United Kingdom, and this year we will focus on the German market as well, and then South American markets in the future. And thirdly, we can expand this category into different platforms. So now we are focusing on Apple Store and Samsung Store. Hopefully one day Google Play will be open to real money skill gaming. We believe there is huge potential on Google Play platform as well. So for us, we want to build more games for those users who enjoy real money skill gaming. So we are pretty focusing.
Mhm. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential, and a lot of different avenues to expand to. You've
Mm.
overseen growing the company from nothing to over 400, around 400 employees today. What has it been like from a learning curve standpoint to be able to see this growth from 0 to 400? How have you been able to manage that type of growth as it's happened?
Mm. Yeah, there are some challenges and also some tips. We have a lot new employees on board every year. Most of them are experts in their fields. They all come from different companies, including some very big ones. They have different working styles and personalities. Scaling from a small garage startup of 10 to a global company with over 400 requires maintaining alignment across different time zones, cultures, and principles. This presented a challenge, but also brought a diverse set of viewpoints and skills to the company. To build the sustained and successful team culture, what I learned and practiced, I had many team members and leaders engaged in the discussion why we got successful, what were the main reasons, which parts we should carry on in the future, what others we should add on to fit our long-term mission and vision. So it's much easier to have the team practice these values in daily work because they are engaged in setting it up. Accordingly, we also set up clear principles of behaviors at the workplace. Let all employees clearly know what's encouraged, what's not encouraged. For example, all players related things are top priorities. Another example, when we make decisions on business, we should be data driven. So it's very clear, keeping all employees on the same page of clear company values and principles is critical. We also need to let people know that sharing their values and the principles not only good for the company, but also good for them as an individual. That helps them to manage and control cost of communications. In the meantime, we always recognize employees who embody the company's core values in their daily work. At Avia, we have the Standout Culture Awards. The selection process can be based on principles like consistency in demonstrating cultural values, objectivity and fairness to avoid bias, and impactful representation to inspire others. So our employees, they can be nominated by their leaders, or they can teach themselves for consideration. So this structured process ensures fairness and transparency. We're celebrating those who really like reflect company values.
So what are your future aspirations now, Vicki? Like, what's your kind of goals to accomplish at the company today?
Oh, so our goal, yes, with the mobile gaming industry projected to reach 185 billion US dollars by 2030, our focus remains on expanding our game portfolio, improving player experiences, and reaching new markets. We are actively developing new titles and innovative features to keep our platform fresh and engaging our users. At the same time, we're always optimizing our gameplay mechanisms and the reward structures to enhance the overall player experience. At the same time, we are always trying to provide better services to our users, like customer service, our VIP service, the speed of price withdrawal as well. So the big goal is to build a world-leading competition platform.
That's very exciting. So if you had to say like just your roadmap over 5 to 10 years, what does that look like? Like what does the next 5 to 10 years look like?
Oh, the next 5 years, yes, we want to build a world-leading competition platform, and we want to provide our games to a global user, broader audience. And we always want to do the right thing because we believe that skill-based gaming bring a lot of fun, the sense of winning to the user base. We think is valuable to the society.
Awesome. Well, Vicki, that was all the questions that I had. I appreciate you taking the time and doing this. I think it's amazing your story that you've started with really not much and as this garage startup and built it now to where it is with hundreds of millions of games occurring monthly. And there's so much more to go. It's really exciting to see what you've built, and I look forward to seeing what comes next. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.